What's happening, guys? It's Jeremy Blanton, and today I want to take some time to share with you 10 reasons why you should consider moving to Myrtle Beach. We're going to talk about some of the things that I personally love about this area, and well, I'm just going to get right into it because I can't control myself today as it is. But the first thing on that list today is the weather. You know, the weather here in Myrtle Beach is something that people move from far, far distances to be able to enjoy. Why is that? Well, Myrtle Beach has just absolutely gorgeous weather almost year round. During the average for the year is right in the low 80s to 70s, and we have just perfect, beautiful weather. The other thing that's really nice about it here is that Myrtle Beach still has 4 seasons through the year. So that means that you're gonna have an awesome fall where the leaves are gonna change color, they're gonna fall off the trees, you're gonna have that beautiful change of scenery. You're then gonna have that winter where it's gonna be a little bit cooler. You might turn on your heating system in your house for a few weeks, but not normally for a very long period. And you might, if you're lucky, see a few snowflakes that fall. You know, this past year we had a snowstorm that came here to the area, and my daughter, who's just about ready to turn 8, this was her second time ever seeing snow. And she came running into our room, "Daddy, Daddy, there's snow on the ground, there's snow on the ground." So of course, we had to jump out of bed, put on the 18 layers of clothing because we don't really have cold winter clothes anymore. And we went outside and had a snowball fight. The gloves that I had on, they weren't waterproof, so within 30 seconds, they were soaking wet, they were taken off, and we had a snowball fight with the neighbors. It was a fun time, probably lasted about 15-20 minutes. After that, we came inside, we got cleaned up, we made breakfast, and by the time we were cleaning up the dishes from breakfast, that snow was already melted. What does that say to me? That is the perfect snowstorm that you can find. Why? Because it comes, you get to play in it for a little bit, and by lunchtime, you're able to go on with your day. We then have a gorgeous spring, or as I like to call it, pollen season, which I will warn you can be a little extreme at times. So rainstorms through the spring, you love them. They become your best friend because the rain comes, it washes all the pollen away, and then you can breathe again and you're not just congested and stuffed up. And then of course we have the summers that are here. And if you've ever visited the beach, more than likely you've come during the summertime, where here in our area with the warm weather we have, community pools usually start to open up around the middle of April. They're gonna stay open all the way through the middle of October. And by the time we get to this time of year in August, you're pretty much walking into the pool, and it might be just a little bit different in temperature than if you're in a bathtub. So the great weather that we have here is just awesome. We have long summer days where you're able to get outside, enjoy some of the beautiful scenery of our area, and be able to be out there till 8, 9 o'clock at night, enjoying some of the great things here that Myrtle Beach has to offer. So the weather is definitely the first thing that I had to put on our list. The second thing on our list is the wide variety of activities that Myrtle Beach has to offer. There are so many things to do here in our area. You can go down and visit some of the state parks. There are awesome nature trails that you can take a walk and get all around the area, seeing some of the most beautiful scenery that Myrtle Beach has to offer. You can always find fun things to do, like going down to the beach or to the community pool and those types of things, but there's also a lot of other fun activities that Myrtle Beach has to offer, whether that's taking a trip to downtown Myrtle Beach and visiting the Fun Plaza, which has some of the old-time games where you can still put the quarters in and play baseball, or taking a walk on Myrtle Beach's boardwalk. There's so many fun things and activities to do here in the area. If it's an ugly day, there's definitely fun activities you can do inside. There's things like the Wax Museum, there's the aquarium, there's the Upside Down House. There's just so many things in our area that you can do that you're never gonna have a boring activity. If it's a nighttime thing, hey, why not go over to Broadway at the beach and walk around and feed the ducks? Or maybe you want to go down to Market Common and watch one of the movies under the stars that they have. There's so many things to do in our area, you're never going to have a dull moment, that's for sure. The third thing on the list is the entertainment that Myrtle Beach has to offer. Did you know that there are several professional shows that take place almost nightly here in the area? There's the Carolina Opry, there's the Alabama Theater, there's Legends in Concert. Those are ones where you can go catch an awesome show, sit there, watch professionals perform some of the greatest hits that you've heard from your lifetime, right here. They're gonna do an amazing job with these shows, and you're gonna feel like you're really seeing that top performer there in person. The other thing that we have is all kinds of dinner shows. Did you know that there's the Pirates Voyage, where you can go watch the pirates fly around through the ship? There's seals and all kinds of animals that they have there, and have a great meal. A few years back, I took my daughter over to Medieval Times. Medieval Times is a knights show. They come out with the horses on their knights, and they have their swords and all of their different things, and they're going to go around through the arena doing a show, and you're gonna have a meal. I was actually quite surprised by how good the food was that we had. It was an awesome time. My daughter, who was 4 at the time, it was her birthday. She became the queen for the night and basically got all kinds of special ribbons and everything, and it was just an all-around amazing time to go. In addition, Myrtle Beach has so much else to offer when it comes to nightlife and entertainment. You can find just about any day of the week live entertainment all across the beach. There's bands playing, there's all kinds of shows, there's so many things to do to keep you entertained. You can definitely have a lot of fun here in the area. Maybe magic's more your thing. Remember, I did a video on it last year and talked about the Wonders Theater, where you could go see a live magic show, and I think it's every Tuesday night if I remember. He's actually hanging outside at 9 o'clock at night, and you can go see him get out of things and save himself. Or maybe you want to go check out Le Grand Cirque, which is a great show that's over at Broadway at the beach. There's so many different types of entertainment that you can do. You know, in addition, while you're there at Broadway, why not go check out some of the old pavilion rides? There's definitely fun stuff you can do just there. Take that then, and there's different parts throughout the whole community and the whole area that you can find more things. You've got Barefoot Landing, you've got Market Common, you've got the River Walk down on the southern end of the beach. There's so many things that you can find to keep yourself entertained each and every day. The fourth reason why you might want to move to Myrtle Beach is our low cost of living. You know, I've done a whole video on the cost of living here in Myrtle Beach. I'll put a link to the original one, and well, with the way things have inflated over the last few years, I actually had to do another one. Here's a link to that one as well. But living in Myrtle Beach is definitely an affordable city in comparison to other parts of the country. Now, I know some of you out there right now are watching this going, but Jeremy, the prices there have gone up so much. They definitely have over the last few years. But the reality is that prices have gone up everywhere in the country over the last few years. So let me tell you about a home that I'm getting ready to list tomorrow. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house. It has a custom in-ground pool in the backyard, and it has a hot tub that cascades into the regular pool. It sits on a cul-de-sac with over half an acre lot. The house is about 2,600 heated square feet. The purchase price on this home is going to be listed at $550,000. Now, if we were to take that same home and move it to, say, Charleston or to other parts of South Carolina along the coast, you would be paying probably anywhere from $900,000 to well over $1 million. Take that same home and put it in other cities and big states across the country, you could easily be $1.5 to $3 million without even thinking twice about it. So in comparison, here in the Myrtle Beach area, homes are much more affordable. So when you're thinking about making that move to an area and you want to pinch your pennies, I would definitely recommend checking out Myrtle Beach, because you can definitely get a lot of home for a good price. The fifth thing on our list are the views that you're going to find here around Myrtle Beach, whether that's going down to the ocean for a sunrise or going to the Skywheel to watch it as it lights up at night. There are so many things that you can do. Maybe you want to take a trip down to the southern end and visit the Waka Wachi Marina. You can go down there, sit, look at the boats, sit out on the water and have a good meal. Some other places with amazing views in the area are places like Sea Captain's House, where you can go have a meal right on the ocean and look out at the waves. You may also want to take a trip down to the southern end and visit Atalaya Castle. There's some amazing things to check out down there as well. But overall, Myrtle Beach has awesome views all up and down the coast. And there's so many things that you can go sit, relax, and enjoy looking at them. And trust me, at the end of the day, it's gonna bring a smile to your face. The sixth thing on our list of reasons why you should move to Myrtle Beach is definitely the food. You know, I've done a lot of videos over the last few years on the places that locals love to go eat. I've even done videos on tourist traps and places that you shouldn't visit because it's a waste of your money. If you want to check out those, I'm going to put a link up above to a few of those videos that you can check out as well. But when it comes to Myrtle Beach, there's definitely a lot of places to eat. In fact, we have so many restaurants here in the area that I was told once you could eat 3 meals a day for a year and a half and never eat the same place twice. Yeah, there's that many places here. Now, once you start to take out a lot of the franchises and chains that are in the area, that number goes down significantly. But some of the places that I feel are awesome to check out, I'm gonna give you one on the northern end, one in the middle, and one on the southern. Up on the northern end, definitely take the time to go visit Clark's Seafood and Chop House. It's an awesome place. It sits right on the marina in Little River, and you can have an awesome meal. My favorite is the filet Napoleon. It's a filet mignon that sits on top of a bed of risotto with asparagus, and then on top of it, it has a really thick crab cake. And that crab cake is then covered with a cream sauce and a vinaigrette over the top. And it is amazing. For the price, I think it's one of the best meals you can find here on the beach. As you head down to the southern end of the beach, one of my favorite places down there to check out is Frank's Outback. It has just some of the coolest atmospheres that you can ever find and some amazing fresh seafood and other local items on the menu that you're not gonna find other places, and trust me, it is definitely worth the drive. And then of course, here in the central part of the beach, you cannot look over New York Prime. New York Prime is probably the best steakhouse in all of the area. It has extra thick cut bacon that's like an inch thick. It has steaks that are just melting in your mouth and some of the best service you can find. Now, yes, you're gonna pay a little bit of money for it, but at the end of the day, guys, it is worth it to experience at least once in your life. So check out those places as well. So like I said, Myrtle Beach has awesome spots, and if you wanna learn more about them, I'm gonna put a link right here to my locals video that I did last year. The 7th thing on our list is that Myrtle Beach just simply has something to offer to just about any interest that someone would have. You wanna do surfing? Check, we've got that in place. You wanna just be able to go to the pool? We've got those as well. Golf is your thing? We got plenty of golf courses. Or maybe you wanna take the family and do mini golf? We definitely have those places. Maybe you say shopping's your thing? Well, we got that as well. You got places like the Tanger Outlets. You've got Broadway at the beach, the Market Common, Barefoot Landing. There's so many places to do that also. Myrtle Beach just has so many things to offer that it appeals to such a wide variety of people. So you can definitely find something to do here in our area. The 8th thing on our list is something that I personally really enjoy about the Myrtle Beach area, and that's that even though it's a larger city and it's growing rapidly, it still has that small town feel. I can go over to the gas station and the person's there gonna know my name. As I see people as I'm driving down the road, they're gonna wave to me. It has a small town feel that everyone loves each other and everyone is polite to each other. You know, the other day I was out on the boat with some friends, and as we were going down the waterway, every single boat that we went by, everyone was waving and smiling and pleasant as can be to each other. So while we have that small town feel, the other thing that's really nice is we're still fairly close to some of the larger cities. In a 3.5-hour drive, you can be to Charlotte. In about 4 hours, you could be to Raleigh-Durham. And in about a 6 to 6.5-hour drive, you could be to Atlanta, Georgia. So if you want to talk about professional sports, you got the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte. You've got the Charlotte Hornets right there. And then of course you have in Atlanta, the Atlanta Falcons. You have the professional Atlanta football team or soccer team. And you also have the Atlanta Hawks that are right there. And of course, the national champion Atlanta Braves also. Number 9 kind of continues along with number 8, and as I mentioned, it's the people. The people who are here in Myrtle Beach are just polite. You live at the beach and everything is more of a relaxed feel. Now, for those of you coming here from the Northeast, you're probably gonna be in misery for the first few weeks or maybe even the first few months until you realize that it's okay. Things are done a little bit slower here, but you're having a move here on purpose. Why are you coming? You want a more relaxed life. You want to be able to bring your blood pressure down. You want to be able to enjoy the saltwater air. And it takes a little bit of time to adjust, but once you get that in your system, it is a whole new life. And so number 9 is definitely the people here in the area and the relaxed lifestyle. And number 10, the final one, and of course, you knew what this one was gonna be from the beginning. That is obviously the beach. Myrtle Beach has over 65 miles of coastline where you can go to the beach all up and down the area, from the Little River area all the way down through Pawleys Island. There are so many great spots to go check out the beach here in the area. And as someone who grew up in New Jersey, I have to say this. Our beach here is a little bit different than the Jersey Shore, meaning we have a lot more width in our beaches here. I remember going down to the Jersey Shore at times, and well, if it was high tide, there would be times we'd have to quick scuttle and grab all our stuff and run up onto the boardwalk because the waves were about to take out all of the sand and all our things were going to be soaked. Here in the Myrtle Beach area, you have a nice wide stretch where you can go set out your things, relax, and enjoy the whole day here at the beach. And here's the thing, when you live in Myrtle Beach, you don't have to go to the beach all day long. You can go and enjoy it for just a 2 to 3 hour period, or maybe even just 30 to 40 minutes. You know, the sea air and ocean and the waves, it does a lot for your body. My wife, when she had a stressful day back before starting her new job, she would take time, go down to the beach after dropping the kids off at the bus stop and take a good walk for 30 minutes to an hour, and she would come home refreshed and relaxed. And so living at the beach just does something good for the whole body. You know, as somebody who has high blood pressure, if I ever have a problem, I can go take a trip to the beach, and as I leave, I'm in a much better position. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on reasons why you should move to Myrtle Beach. As always, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, get that bell on, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.